Hi, welcome to Muzzle First. So this is my VR for the Real Cobra Burnout's 4th of July giveaway contest. He's giving away some really cool items for on the 4th of July. If you're not subscribed to the Real Cobra Burnout, or if you're not familiar with his channel, I'll put a card on the top right of the screen here. Go check him out and watch his contest. You can get into the contest without doing a VR by replying on, I believe, his video. And then he's got a treasure hunt kind of thing where you go back and look at one of his older vids and post on that too. But I'll post a link to his video and he explains it a lot better than I can. Alright, so one of the things he asks you to do is to make a VR and tell a story about the 4th of July, about something that's happened to you on Independence Day. My story is not directly related to this box, but it kind of is, and I'll show you why. This box is just a hodgepodge mess of leftover fireworks. When I was a kid, I had something just like this, except mine wasn't in plastic. This is my son's fireworks. I just grabbed this from under his desk, and I wanted to show you. So every year after he's done with his fireworks, he puts all his leftover fireworks in this box. Or sometimes I do. Sometimes they're left on the kitchen counters, and I put them in the box. But either way, they end up in this box, and he might shoot some of these this year, or sometimes he'll go to a friend's house and they'll shoot off some bottle rockets or something. Anyway, I digress. When I was a kid, I always kept my fireworks in a brown paper bag. The reason I did that is because that's the way they came from the fireworks stand. I didn't have to have my parents purchase fireworks for me. When I was 8, 10, 12 years old, I could just go to the fireworks stand and buy them myself. I didn't have to have an adult buy them for me. And they always give them to you in a big brown paper bag. So that's what I kept them in. I always, I shouldn't say always, most of the time when I was a child, I did my 4th of July with my cousin Don. My cousin Don had a, hey, Kitty decided to come by and say hi. Everybody say hi to my kitty. My cousin Don had a rather bad home life. His parents were split up and stuff, so he usually spent the weekends with us. Holidays, everything like that. And one 4th of July, we were at a, we were in a common area. The subdivision my parents lived in at the time, they had a common area with a small pond on it, and it was just all the houses kind of could use this little wooded area. And we were over there shooting off fireworks, bottle rockets mostly, firecrackers, stuff like that. And keep in mind, this is a wooded area, so I mean, there's a slight fire hazard, but we're shooting most of our bottle rockets over the pond and stuff. And it's dark. I don't know what time of the night it was, but you couldn't see anything other than, you know, the fireworks and the light and stuff from the fireworks. But my cousin Don yells at me, you know, be careful with that. Be careful with that. You almost hit me with that. And I'm like, I didn't know what he was talking about. And he yelled at me again, a second time. You know, watch what you're doing with that. And about that time, I saw something fly by me on the left side, just right by me, and heading toward him. And something else hit me in the back. Not really like hurt, but more like somebody just poked you real hard in the back. I turn around, and my bag of fireworks is basically in flames. Something, apparently, I guess one of the bottle rockets or something that I had set off had got on the bag and caught that paper bag on fire. The paper bag had burned all the way down to the level of the fireworks, and the fireworks were now going off. About that time, it's like I'm looking at this in awe, like, oh my God, what do I do now? The bottle rockets start going off, firecrackers start going off. Somewhere in the middle of that, a smoke bomb goes off. It's everything that started going off that was in this bag. And this was a mix of everything. There were jumping jacks and all kinds of stuff in this bag. I don't believe there was anything big like Roman candles. I think it was mostly all just small stuff. Kind of like this. That's why I brought this out there. It was just like this. It was just a hodgepodge mixture of fireworks. Nothing real expensive, nothing really big, nothing that made a big boom. Just a lot of real small booms. All that stuff started going off at one time. I lost my entire bag of fireworks. We salvaged a few items out of it. A couple things. We went over and started stomping on it and kicking it, and managed to get a few things out of there before they went off, but pretty much all of it went off. I mean, there were several grosses of bottle rockets, huge bricks of firecrackers, just a big brown shopping bag. If you've ever went to Kroger or something and got those brown paper bags. That's what it was, full of fireworks. That whole thing just went off at one time. It was, at the time, not very funny. Now it's funny. It's hysterical. I get a kick out of it. I'm actually kind of glad that it happened because it is a memory with my cousin Don that I will remember forever. I would like to tell you that me and my cousin Don learned from that experience and it never happened again. A couple years later, the same thing happened again, but this time it was to my cousin. So I guess I got him back for that. Oh well, it was probably all my fault anyway, but that's it. That's my VR for the Real Cobra Burnout. If you've got any questions or comments, there's an area below this video where you can leave them. You can reach me by email at muzzlefirst@gmail.com or visit my website, www.muzzlefirst.com. Thank you. You have a great 4th of July.